We're going to begin tonight in California, where police believe they have solved one of the nation's enduring mysteries. They announced an arrest in the case of the Golden State Killer, who terrorized the state in the 70s and 80s. The suspect is a former cop. Here's John Blackstone.
Law enforcement officials from across California gathered for the announcement that after more than 40 years, they'd found the Golden State Killer.
And yesterday afternoon, my detectives arrested James Joseph D'Angelo, 72 years old, living in Citrus Heights.
He is suspected of more than 50 rapes and 12 murders between 1976 and 1986. At the beginning of his spree, Anne Marie Schubert, now Sacramento's district attorney, was 12 years old.
It wasn't a matter of if he was coming again, it was just when. And it scared everybody to death. I mean, I remember very distinctly that some folks called him the boogeyman.
D'Angelo, a former police officer, would allegedly gain entry to the homes of his victims by prying open a window or door while they were sleeping. Police say they started focusing on him within the last 6 days, after decades of work by law enforcement detectives and civilian tips finally led to a breakthrough that for now officials will only describe as sophisticated DNA.
It was through advanced technology that ultimately led us through that dogged determination to find the avenues of who it might be.
Jane Carson Sandler was sexually assaulted at knife point in 1976, allegedly by D'Angelo.
6:30 in the morning, my husband had just left for work. My 3-year-old son came and snuggled in bed with me, and within a minute, I heard running down the hall, and I yelled out, to my husband, "What did you forget?" And it wasn't my husband. As soon as I screamed, he said, "Shut up or I'll kill you."
She was rape victim number 5.
I'm so glad it's over, to finally, after all this time, know that he's behind bars and that's where he belongs.
Unreal details. John Blackstone is in Sacramento tonight. John, when these crimes took place, DNA evidence was unknown. How did that become the key to solving all this?
Jeff, crime scene samples that had been stored for years provided DNA that back in 2000 linked many of these crimes to the same person. The final connection was made here at this crime lab in Sacramento in just the past week, matching the suspect's DNA that investigators collected in a way they're still not revealing. Jeff?
John Blackstone, thank you.